Good morning, shaving cadre. Barber Dave here at Dave's Barber Shop at Home, and welcome to day number 8 of the Saponificio Varesino tour. And today we are going to use my favorite, my old favorite, and when I think of an Italian Colonia, this is it. Because for most people, they think of Italian scents, they think of Acqua di Parma. I mean, that's the most well-known and widely used, but this one beats it, in my opinion. It's subtle, it's light, it's fresh. Probably the freshest fragrance I have ever smelled with all my soaps and aftershaves put together. It's just fresh. I've said it before that it makes your skin feel alive. Now, believe it or not, and yes, it is, the 70th anniversary. Now, this was actually made as a special edition for the birth date, so to speak, of Saponificio Varesino. They started in 1945, and this was made in 2015 originally, so it was for 70 years in business. But it quickly became so popular that they keep it in the line, and it's still the beta 4.1. The difference is some of the later versions had more stuff in them, but this one is fairly simple. However, they did add a lippe butter, which if you use their pre-shave or some of their skin softening stuff, they have butter of Lippe, which is like a shea butter, and then also macadamia oil. Now, the butter of Lippe gives hydration and elasticity to your skin. The macadamia oil is a natural sun protector, which means it's got an SPF in it, and it moisturizes and protects. Now, this is also one of their simpler symphonies, so to speak. The top notes are bergamot, lemon, tangerine, and what they call Calone. Now, Calone is a watermelon ketone, and it's what's used a lot in fragrances to give you that aquatic ocean breeze. So you mix those together, and it's just fresh. It's bright. It's just fresh. I mean, that's about the best word. Now, your middle notes are floral. You've got lavender, Moroccan Cyst, which is basically Moroccan chamomile, green jasmine, which is more the leafy part of the jasmine, and then, of course, the leaves of geranium. So once again, a very green, fresh note. And then finally, on the bottom, you only have two. You have some amber and some vetiver. That's it, to give it a little bit of sharpness, but that's about it. So the other cast of characters today, we are still using the Feather ASD2 with a feather blade. That'll be the high stainless blade. We are going to be using the 70th anniversary aftershave. Now, a lot of people have mentioned to me, why doesn't SV put all of their stuff in these bottles? Well, they do have very, very nice bottles for their EDP. This, once again, was a special one-off, so I don't think, with the aluminum bottles as they are, I don't think you'll see a change in that, but that's what makes 70th so unique, is that it's just class all the way around. And then, of course, for our brush, we'll be using a Shave Mac with a Shave Mac 2-band badger in it, and then, of course, some talc. Now, obviously, I'll be using Bora Talco because I don't want anything to ruin the flavor of the 70th. Now, is performance-wise the 70th the absolute best? No. Is it the freshest? And it's one of the few with such a light scent that even this morning, because I was messing with it last night, even this morning, I could still detect hints of it. And the reason why I was messing with it is I got a brand new bottle of the aftershave, because the original aftershave back in 2015 was this. Now, the bottle looks the same, cap and reducer different, and there was issues apparently with it, with the aftershave separating, so they filtered it. Now, I've got to be frank, I prefer the older non-filtered version. It's not as pretty, but I think it's a little bit stronger in scent, and it does separate, but I never had a problem with it because I always shook it up. But the 4.1 lather is just as easy. It's not quite as soft of a feel on your face as the other 4.3s, but there's a freshness to it that really almost supersedes that. It does not have menthol, but yet you're feeling a fresh, cooling effect, but not like a menthol or a, the other WS whatever cooling effect. It's just like a fresh cooling effect. And then you get the tangerine and the lemon and the bergamot. Literally, it's the only one of the SV line, in my opinion, that makes your skin feel alive. I mean, I had mentioned that when I was doing my review of the Ethos line for Frank Dragon's Beard, that that was the first comparison I made, is the fact that the lime makes your skin feel like it's literally alive, like it's, this sounds stupid, but it makes it feel like your skin is breathing. It's that fresh and that clean of a scent. Like with the other ones, you have to add just a little bit of water. This lather on the 70th isn't quite as thick as the other versions, but it's still a wonderful, wonderful soap. And it's still, out of the 70th line, it's still my favorite. The Opuntia tried to knock it off yesterday, and I think for performance it may, but as far as scent, this one is just amazing. As far as the razor is concerned, it is getting smoother each shave. And now that I've got my angles better and know what kind of pressure I can put on the razor, the longevity of the shave was huge. I didn't start feeling any real stubble until about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So this one's definitely a winner. And like I said, for those days that you have to get in and out really quick, it's just so intuitive. It just makes shaving easy, fun, and fast. So back to the 70th. Again, like the Opuntia yesterday, and their high, their 4.3 versions, you get kind of a journey as you're shaving. So you get all the citrus notes right up front on the first pass. On the second pass, as those kind of start to mature, you start to get the green notes, the geranium, the chamomile, the green jasmine. And so in a lot of ways, this is very similar, and this is why I compared this so heavily to Panacrema Nuavia green. They're very similar in sense. And that's why they were always going head to head with each other. Now, if the 70th ever came out in a 4.3 version with a little bit stronger scent, plus the Eau de Parfum, which everybody is hoping it does, Panacrema could very well be unseated as the Titan, because they were so close. But to be honest, for this to compare with the Panacrema with one of its older formulas, that's another thing. Because on pure performance, the Opuntia, the Desert Vetiver, and the Cubebe will beat Panacrema in performance. But when I did my comparison, I used this because this is one of my Titans due to it being so favorable. Now, the scent lingers with you throughout the passes. It is slick. The macadamia oil does help very much. So this soap, even though it's a 4.1 version, which has got a little bit more stuff in it than their original 4.0 versions, which was Felsi and Mana, those have been updated. 70th is stayed at 4.1. And I think a lot of reasons for that is they don't want to mess with perfection. Now, the performance would be the only thing they would need to change, but The fragrance is just unbelievable. I mean, I always thought, as I said earlier in the video, I always thought that Acqua di Parma was really the quintessential Italian fragrance until 70th came out. And once 70th came out, to me, there is no better representation of Italy than this. And I admit freely, I am very biased when it comes to 70th. Even though there's better performers and stronger scents, this one will always be my favorite. Okay, pass number 3. Okay. Yeah, the ASD2 I think is gonna, I'm surprised because as KJ said in our Zoom call yesterday afternoon, he did not think that I would go for it because I like aggressive razors. Does it require a little bit more cleanup? Sure, but the balance of the razor is so much in comparison with the Vector, which is my favorite handled razor, SE or DE, that it warrants getting it. Because it's, I can see this and the Vector could be my daily drivers when I'm not using a straight. As it's just incredible. And like I said, I haven't even rinsed completely yet. And even with the 70th, I can finish my cleanup passes very easily. And you're still getting that smell. You're starting to get some of the woodier notes now in the dry down. This does rinse a lot easier than the Puntia because it doesn't have that prickly pear extract. But just tremendous. Not quite as hydrated as the Apuntia either, and that's, you know, obviously due to the 4.3. I will probably shave with the ASD2 as it is part of a pass around for another day or two, Don. So Don, at Dangerous Don, please PM me your address and I'll get that out in the mail, if not later this week, by early next week for you to try as I go hunting to buy one. Okay, 70th anniversary. Again, this one is fairly clear, so you don't have to shake it up as much. But I will say with the new reducer is a funnel. So just be very careful because you will pour out more than you need in a big hurry. Again, rub it in. And I think the difference with this one, as opposed to the previous version, it's a little bit, it's not as viscous. So it's more like a true aftershave. And it's and the way that they claim that it's more closer to an EDT, because at that time I don't think they were planning on making an Eau de Parfum, but hopefully Marco and Alessandro realized that this is really kind of their signature scent, and hopefully an Eau de Parfum is coming very, very soon, we hope. So, not to mess up this wonderful, wonderful smell, we will use just regular Borotalco talc today. This fragrance on this is so nice. So dry down on this particular scent is fast with the aftershave, especially the new one. So I can see where they say it's a little bit more like an EDT. Still light in scent, but there, it's not in your face. But because normally I will pair this with Acqua de Parma because it's the closest one to it as far as a parfum. But I'm not going to today, and hopefully in October or November, as we've seen, hopefully they will come out with the new EDP. So go on to Marco's poll in his store on the forum and vote. Whichever one you want. 70th. Vote 70th. Anyways. Also, for the next couple of days, just to let you know, just a wonderful shave. So that's 70th, guys. It's just a tremendous, if you're going to get one, I mean, let me put it this way. If I had to get one, just one of Saponificio's scents, just one, it would be this one. If you like Italian Colonia scents. All of them are just absolutely stunningly fantastic, but this is the one that grabbed my heart right out of the gate. And it literally, you feel like your face is breathing. I mean, it's just such a wonderful, wonderful shave. And you can bathe in this stuff and it still not get too cloying. So anyway, a couple things going on the forum. Don't forget, we've got our Wednesday Zoom call coming up. I'm sure Chad will get all that information out tomorrow. We also have voting for week number 3 of the photo contest, which was sunrise and sunset. So please head on over to the darkroom and just put your vote in the poll. That'll last for 3 days, I think through Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And then all other kinds of good stuff going on. We still have the Saponificio Varesino brush buy. That is a very unique brush. Check out that thread there. We've got 30 people signed up for it right now, and we've got about a week left. So if you want to get in on that, please do so. And that kind of to celebrate SV becoming a brand new artisan vendor. Some of the other artisan things going on right now, Frank at Ethos has got 2 scents that are ready for shipment. One's an old one and one's a new one. So PM or email him or post in the forum, and he will take a look at that. Our other vendors are all doing their thing, and we certainly appreciate them being here, and we appreciate you being members of the Shaving Cadre. And if you've never seen the Shaving Cadre before, please check us out, www.theshavingcadre.com. And if you'd like to look and or buy or purchase any of the Saponificio Varesino products, you can do so through some retailers here in the United States, or you can go direct to Saponificio Varesino at www.saponificiovaresino.com. The nice thing about going direct is you will have it on your door in 2 days from Italy. Absolutely. And shipping, I think, is about $20, which just order a lot. So anyhow, that's the shave for today. Join us for day 9, and we're probably going to do Kubebe tomorrow, which means that we will have an EDP to go along with it. So once again, this has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Have a great day, folks.